For nearly 100 years, people have been experiencing strange goings-on inside the grounds of the Thetford Priory, including apparitions of monks, strange unexplained noises, and even the manifestation of parts of the buildings that no longer stand. Originally founded in 1103 by Roger Bigod, a close associate of William the Conqueror, the monastery is one of the largest and most important in all of Norfolk. The priory was built in dedication to Our Lady, the Mother of Jesus. It's said that in the 13th century Mary the Virgin herself appeared to locals in a vision, requesting the construction of a lady chapel at the priory, making the site a magnet for pilgrims. In the 1500s, during the reign of King Henry VIII, the monastery became abandoned due to the dissolution of the monasteries. From this point onwards, the priory fell into disrepair, resulting in the state we see it in today.
Like many other abbeys and priories of a similar age, the buildings here have been reduced to eroded lumps of stone sticking out of the ground. Fortunately, some areas of the priory have been preserved a lot better, meaning that we get a much more accurate representation of what it would have looked like originally.
In more recent years, Thetford Priory has been the site of many strange occurrences, from sightings of ghostly monks to apparitions of demolished parts of the monastery. The first known reports of a haunting began back in 1937, when a group of visitors reported hearing the sound of what they believed to be monks chanting and reading in Latin. In 1992, a group of 4 university students were returning home one afternoon when they chose to walk through the grounds of the Thetford Priory. As they walked, they chatted and joked amongst themselves, but noticed how quiet and lonely the ruins of the Priory seemed to be, especially in the middle of summer. They split up and wandered around for a while before regrouping at the front near the main archway. All of a sudden, the 4 friends got the feeling of being watched and turned around to see a figure of a person looking down at them from a top floor window. Shocked, they watched as the figure turned and walked away across the stairway where it stood and looked at them. The friends, who all thought that what they'd seen was a joker trying to play a trick on them, went to investigate. They ran into the doorway, by which time the figure had retreated back up the flight of stairs. One shouted, "Let's get him!" and they charged at the staircase, only to fall down on top of one another. There was no staircase, and more importantly, the figure they had seen could not have been real. The students ran out of the priory and back to their car out of sheer fear and terror at what they had seen. Since the experience, all 4 men have gone on to become scientists of some form or another, and none of them can be explained what they experienced here at the Priory. After the event, they all wrote down what they experienced on a piece of paper and shared with one another what they saw. They noticed that although some details differ slightly, for example the clothes the apparition was wearing, the majority of the story stays the same, adding even more validity to this claim.